Good afternoon, dear Instagram. I hope you guys are all well. Thank you all so much for tuning in again for our daily Japa meditation. As you guys are tuning in, let us know where you're tuning in from, what you guys have been doing on your Monday so far. It's so wonderful to see such a beautiful community that's joining us daily. David, I hope you're well. Kusum, I hope you're well. Thank you so much for joining again. Truth 108 Love, Puravi, thank you all. That Spud guy, thank you so much for coming again. Really appreciate you all joining regularly to be part of this community. As we're waiting for people to come into this conversation, as people are joining this meditation, let us know where you're joining from, what you guys have been up to on your Monday so far. I'm really excited about today's session. I've been reading this book, The Living Name. It's a guide to chanting with absorption. And there's so many beautiful lessons in here when it comes to chanting that today I have another one which I'm wanting to share with you. Thank you so much, Rohana, for joining again. Usha, hope you're well, thank you. Oh wow, so beautiful. Thank you guys so much for joining. So if you can get yourself set up, find a sacred space, a place where you're not going to have a lot of distractions, noises, etc. And then once you're ready, drop me a prayer hands or a thumbs up so I know you're ready. And then we'll begin reading a little bit. Wonderful. So it's nice to see all of you guys are ready, seeing the thumbs up, seeing the prayer hands coming in. So I'm going to read a little passage from here. The section is called The Real Name versus the Shadow Name, or the real chanting versus the shadow chanting. There is a difference between the real name and its shadow, just as there is a difference between an actual tasty meal on a plate and a projected image of a tasty meal. We can't actually eat from the picture. It is a shadow of the real thing leaving us hungry, and as a result forcing us to go elsewhere to eat something real. It is the same with chanting. If we chant the shadow of these names, that is to chant without any conscious awareness of our relationship with God, with Krishna, we also remain spiritually hungry, and as a result we are drawn to taste the pleasures of the material world. Without the spirit of the name, we are forced to seek out material satisfaction and make unconscious compromises to our bhakti. The tragedy is that it is often done unconsciously, and we don't even know that we're really doing or what we're really missing. So just to reflect on that point, that when it comes to chanting, sometimes, especially if you've been doing it for a while, you can get into this unconscious mode where you know it's good for you, you know it's going to work, but there's just so many other things that are occupying your mind space, and because of that you can't be present in being conscious, being aware of your relationship with this mantra, your relationship with the chanting, with God, with divinity. And it's common, it's not only you, it's also me. I also struggle with this. It's a case that to be present with the mantra, it's easier said than done, and I can totally appreciate that. So it's likened to a shadow, the real chanting versus the shadow chanting. I want to read a little bit more because this is so beautiful. Let me ask you now, have you achieved what you most deeply desire in your spiritual life? What is your plan to get there? How long can you go on tasting shadow spiritual experiences? 1 more year? 2 more years? 3 more years? It's a serious issue. The author Satyanandan Swami goes on to write, personally, I've spent a lot of time in my life in shadow chanting, so it's reassuring to know that we're not alone. And I'm still falling into that trap. When I look around, I see many people who are chanting who are not yet spiritually satisfied, because they too are experiencing only the shadow of spiritual life. They attain a semblance, a look-alike, but not the real thing. It is for this reason we are not as spiritually strong as we wish to be. It goes on, but I'll read that in a bit. So for now, let's find our sacred space, sitting nice and tall. And we're just going to invoke some gratitude to the gurus, teachers who have shared this beautiful bhakti process with us. If a person specifically comes to mind, you might want to close your eyes now, fold your hands, and offer your homage, offer your respects to this teacher for guiding you, for giving you beautiful instructions on bhakti. So perhaps close your eyes, fold your hands, and we're just going to chant the invocation of gratitude. If you know these prayers, if you know these mantras, please chant with me. Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuran Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Taking your beads in your right hand, placing them between your thumb and your middle finger, creating this mudra, because this mudra is invoking focus, attention on the mantra. So placing them in your right hand, and like we mentioned before, for those of you that are joining for the first time, first mantra on the first bead, second mantra on the second bead, third mantra on the third bead, and so on and so forth. And you want to be just starting the process by hearing the mantra. What do I mean? I mean making a conscious effort to really be with every syllable, with every mantra as best you can. Don't be disheartened, but if you can catch yourself drifting off, then you're really so fortunate. So just try your best. I'll be here, my wife is also here chanting with us. Please do try your best. I will try to guide you best I can. But there has to be endeavor from your side also. Taking a deep breath in, breathing out, all together in one voice. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare in the first Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. First Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hearing the first Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Trying your best. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Really trying to hear every syllable as you chant. If you're losing your mind, it's going elsewhere, then just try to slowly and gently bring it back, telling it, this is where I want to be. If you can catch yourself being inattentive while you chant, you're most fortunate. At least just catching it. If you can see it drifting off, but if you can remain with the mantra, wow, try your best. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hearing every syllable. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. One more mantra, please. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Just taking a moment now to breathe. Notice what's going on in the mind and the heart. Be aware. I'd like you to just keep your eyes closed and meditate for a moment with me. We spoke and we read from this passage about the shadow chanting. What are the things that you can do right now where you're sitting to chant with us? What things can you do that are in your control to help you to move away from shadow chanting, unconscious chanting, to conscious chanting, to being aware when you chant of the meaning of the mantra, calling out to divinity. For so many long years I've been absorbed in me and mine. Now I'm turning to you. Please engage me in your seva, in your service. What are the things you can immediately now change? Is it your posture? Is it the thoughts in your mind? Is it the atmosphere where you sit? Is there something that's distracting you? Perhaps move that now. Otherwise, what are the things in your life that you cannot control? Can you bundle them together, the things you cannot control in your life right now? In your mind, things you cannot control. We're going to try and surrender these things using our breathing. So we're going to breathe in deeply, in through the nose, and letting go out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, nice and deep, collecting all those negative energies and letting them go. Keeping your eyes closed, I want you to realign yourself, mind, body, heart. We're going to try and chant not shadow names, not shadow mantras. We're going to try and chant the real mantra, which is full of this conscious definition. Let me be of service, divine service. Holding your beats again. Try your best. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Focus, focus, focus. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. With love, can you put some love into your chanting? Being grateful for all the things that God, that Krishna has given you in your life. When you chant from this position of gratitude, immediately some sincerity, some feelings of sincere love will come to the heart. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. With love, please. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Two more mantras. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. One more. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Remembering where you've just finished, I want to read to you a little bit. This section is called Lost Relationships. Do you have strong friendships? By this I mean people close to your heart, who are with you through good and bad times, people with whom your life is tightly bound. Will these relationships endure at your deathbed and beyond? There is only one person who is tightly bound to us beyond the barrier of death. He has always been with us, even before this life. He is a friend who knows the contents of our heart, and yet we have somehow managed to forget him. We have inconceivably lost our most important relationship. Of course, in the ultimate sense, this relationship can never be lost. We can only lose our consciousness of it. We are always part of God, for we are souls and the soul is part of God. But we have to awaken from our forgetfulness to fully benefit from that one relationship. So beautiful, right? There's this beautiful picture here that I'm totally entranced by. You can see it, hopefully. That lost relationship, that long lost relationship that we're always craving for, is a relationship with divinity. We have this God-shaped hole in our hearts, a space in the heart which only divinity can fill. Only grace can fill that space. But we need to become conscious of that relationship which is lost. It's not that we ultimately lose that relationship, but it can be sometimes consciously forgotten or even unconsciously forgotten. So as you chant, I want you to try and bring your awareness to the fact that for so long I've neglected this divine relationship. But here I am trying my best for at least an hour, at least even 40 minutes. I'm trying here to sit, to try and chant, to give my best, to be conscious of this long lost relationship. Holding your beads again in your right hand between the thumb and the middle finger. I want you to just try your best. You're so fortunate being in this place, in this time, trying to chant. You're so blessed, really. All together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. That long lost relationship, trying to connect with Krishna through this medium of the mantra. Try your best. Your heart is longing for it. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. With your heart, please, with your heart. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Every syllable. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Placing love, placing gratitude in every syllable, really giving your heart. This is not a time for you to feel numb and ignore this call, this chant, where you're really diving into your heart and saying, please, please God, please accept me in your service. Please engage me in your divine service. Please allow me to become an instrument of grace. Try your best. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Take a deep breath now. Deep breath. Breathe out. Just clearing your throat. Maybe you need a drink of water. Maybe you need to just now realign yourself. Remembering this long lost relationship. It's something that I've consciously and unconsciously forgotten about for so many long years in my life. And in fact, I needed this time perhaps. I needed this time where I actually had nothing else on my agenda, where finally I could remember that my deepest need is that I reconnect myself with God. I have a God-shaped hole in my heart. And for so long, for so many years, all I've been doing is trying to put things and relationships, but forgetting that that is only bringing me temporary happiness, fleeting happiness. But my relationship with God, my relationship with Divinity is eternal. It was there before I was born. It will be there when I die. And therefore, let me make an effort now. Let me make a conscious effort in the next however long, 20 minutes or so, to really be present with every mantra, with every syllable. And in so doing, maybe, just maybe, the door will open from the inside. What do I mean by this? The door is locked from the outside. No matter how much we knock on that door, calling, please, please, my dear Lord, please engage me in some service. Ultimately, that door will open from the inside. And so we have to just be a little conscious. We just have to become a little bit more in tune with our heart. By that, I mean not the pumping heart, but the spiritual heart, the emotional heart, which is longing for this relationship with divinity. We just have to become conscious of it. We just have to become conscious of it. All together, holding your beads again, right hand between your thumb and your middle finger. Let's give our best, please, all together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hearing it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. If you can hear one mantra, if you can hear even one syllable that you've chanted with love, you are so fortunate. You are so blessed to even have this opportunity to be here to chant, to set time aside for this eternal relationship between you and God. How fortunate you set this time aside. Please try your best. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, more mantras. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Last one. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we'll continue chanting, so don't drop your beads, but just place a reminder or place them where you will remember to continue. I just felt inspired to read a little more. It just gives me so much spiritual strength when we re-remind ourselves or we get some inspiration to chant. There we go, this is beautiful. The constitutional nature of the soul is to constantly gravitate towards enjoyment. Sounds familiar? We need enjoyment like we need water. Therefore, if we don't get spiritual enjoyment, we have no other choice but to look for short-term, illusory, material enjoyment. Hence, it is absolutely essential, my dear friends, to get spiritually nourished. If we don't, our hearts will feel immediately spiritually weak. This is an important signal we often miss and must urgently pay attention to. Therefore, as long as one does not learn from a spiritual teacher, from a guru, a guide, about the true relationship that exists between oneself and the Supreme Person, he or she remains consigned to the anartha, which is the unwanted quality of ignorance. I think for all of us there comes a time in our lives, my dear friends, when everything else feels totally superfluous, totally extra, apart from our divine relationship. Especially when we've exhausted or we've tried so many different tastes in the material world, we find that actually I'm longing for something deeper, I'm longing for something more. And so long as we don't quench that thirst, we'll remain frustrated in this material world. It's not that I've accomplished that, but more I'm also seeing my life, the more I really strive for things which are fleeting in happiness, in its temporary nature of happiness. The more I strive for things that are temporary like that, the more I remain frustrated. I think that this is a common experience. Some say that actually you need to feel the bad in order to know what the good is. I feel like you need to experience none of that. There's no need for us to continue to long for suffering in order to know what it means to be happy. Once we can understand that the temporary nature of material happiness is just that, temporary, and that our forgotten, long-lost relationship with divinity is what will fill that void. When we can experience that, not just know it theoretically, but experience it, there's a chance that we will feel truly happy. So we need to really long for that. Spiritual longing, sacred longing. Taking the beads in your hands once more, and let's chant with some longing. Let's chant with some desire for really wanting to connect with divinity, with God's grace. All together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Try your best hearing the mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. With sacred longing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Try your best, please. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. First Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. With longing, sacred longing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Last 5 mantras. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. With your love. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. 2 more mantras. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Last mantra with love. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Closing your eyes, seeing what's coming to the surface now. What different emotions, feelings, thoughts are rising to the surface now that we've completed chanting for the day. It's always nice to end the chanting by let's sing a few mantras together. This is a new edition. Normally we don't sing, but I'm inspired. I have the harmonium and yeah, why not is the answer. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. With some love, sacred longing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. A little louder. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let's chant one last time. Although Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let's offer gratitude to one another. If you can fold your hands and just think about all the wonderful souls that participated in chanting with you. And if you know this mantra, then please chant with me. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyaiva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Shai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Thank you all so much. So wonderful. Today was one of my favorite days, if not the favorite, because I really felt you all gave your best. You really did invest yourself in chanting with longing, with being conscious with the chanting, and really, I can't say thank you enough. It's not only this is my seva, it's my way of trying to serve you all by sharing with you, but more than that, it really inspires me because it means that it encourages me to carry on, to try my best to absorb myself and to try and share that with others. And so I'm really grateful, more than you know. Thank you. So this Sangha, this beautiful community that we're growing here, I want to invite you to perhaps help me to share it with those that you feel really will benefit from it. And this isn't a self-promotion thing, it's more that I want to really try and build a community where spiritual essence is at the center. So if there's any way you can help me to get this message out about our daily 1 p.m. Japa sessions, I'd be super grateful. And there's also some new offerings that I've heard your feedback. Many people messaged me and they had some feedback on some new offerings. And so tonight, for the very first time, I'm going to be reading from a sacred scripture. It might be the Bhagavad Gita, it might be, I haven't yet decided. I need to first see which one it is. We're going to read through one scripture and I'm going to interval it. So at different moments, there may be a thought that comes to mind, or there may be questions that come from your side. And I'd love to answer them. It would be my greatest honor and pleasure to be able to try and help you to do in understanding the Sastra and understanding these ancient scriptures, because believe it or not, they really have a lot of value and they really do apply to modern day living. And so do join me for that. That's going to be at 7 o'clock this evening. And we're going to do that on Mondays and Fridays. And then we're going to obviously have our everyday 1 p.m. Japa sessions, which I encourage you to join again tomorrow. But yeah, for sure there'll be information streaming through on Instagram, and I'll try my best to keep doing all the wonderful posters alongside my wife, who's helping me. And I'm really blessed to have her as well, helping me do all these things. So thank you all so much. I want to give a few shout outs before we go. Yogini Sana, hope you're well. Shields Gem David, hope you're well. Christine, thank you so much for your feedback, for constantly being here to support Mindfulness by the Sea. I'm seeing you every day. Thank you so much. That Spud Guy, you're awesome. Thank you so much for joining regularly. I really appreciate you. Samira, Truth 108 Love, thank you. It's really such a blessing. Aisha, wow, thank you. Jitesh Parma, Jess, I hope you guys are all well. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the love, really appreciate you all being here, and hopefully see you this evening at 7 o'clock. If not, then tomorrow at 1 p.m. again, we'll be back again for more japa, more meditation, more chanting. All the best. Haribol.